Okay, Bills Mafia, how was that week 2 victory against our nemesis, the Jets, at their home field, coming away with a 30-10 thrashing of the Jets, garbage time touchdown. So really, when the starters were really playing, 30-3 is when the starters walked off the field. So excellent game, great chemistry, great energy bringing into the game. They played perfection. We know the Jets like to play ugly ball, and the Bills just did what they needed to do to win. They weren't trying to force plays. They let the game script come to them. So just unbelievable deal. So here's the recap. Here are my thoughts. Here's what I thought went well. Here's where I think we need to continue to focus. All right, first things, offense. I think they played an unbelievable game. I think Joe Brady was much better at calling the game, the script this time. They played into the Jets. They got a great pass rushing front, but Joe Brady kept with the run. James Cook kept getting it, and then we saw him break that big 44-yard run just before half. I think he ended the game with 21 carries, 132 yards, 6.3 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns, which was excellent. In a day where Josh Allen really didn't have to force the ball, he could allow it to just kind of the game flow to him and let him play without having any turnovers, any just hero ball fanatics. Josh did have that 140-yard rush to start the game, which I think was excellent. Again, let the game come to him. And then shout out to Mitch Trubisky for that excellent third down conversion when Josh got hit in the nose. Probably got a broken nose out of that one, but man, what a pass to Palmer right over top of Sauce Gardner. Sauce even got a defensive holding call on that play as well. So just excellent deal there. Offensive line, they stuck in it. They just started controlling the game in the second half. I think they just started to impose their will. They didn't allow it to where, hey, we got to drop back 30 or 40 times. We just basically, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept running the ball. We kept it in the game script, and we kept getting on it, doing very well. Josh had a very pedestrian game, which is good for us. The fact that defense and running the ball really won this game for us. Again, Josh made plays with legs, but that's why he is Josh Allen. That's why he's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL, because he makes those plays. I love the fact that we won and Josh didn't score a rushing touchdown or a passing touchdown. This is only the second game in Bills history since Josh has become our quarterback that we've actually been able to win a game without Josh doing either one of those, which is excellent for the team. It really shows that we're coming together in all 3 phases, and this is actually a championship team, not just, hey, we got to rely on Josh. I mean, that's nice to have in your back pocket. So excellent deal on that. Wide receivers played decent. Keon, I think that offensive pass interference call they had against him in the third quarter or fourth quarter, I think that was just, hometown call. I think that should have been a catch that should have stood. But again, Coleman, nobody really had a huge game. But I do want to call out Elijah Moore. He does seem to be a part of the offense, and he seems to be replacing Curtis Samuel in the offense, and he's kind of becoming what we hope Curtis Samuel would be when we signed him to that 3-year deal last year, but the guy just can't stay healthy, and now Elijah Moore seems to be growing into that role more and more, which, again, the more weapons we have, the better off we're going to be. Love the fact of, spreading the ball out. Looking for Jackson Hawes to get more play time. Again, Dawson Knox, love the guy. He's a Buffalo Bill. He's been with us since we started this run, but the guy just continues to ball hits him in the hands and he doesn't make plays. That's the one knock on him, to where if he could ever just make the easy catches, I think we would love him so much more. But I continue to see him drop the ball there. So let's see what else. Not a whole lot running the ball. Again, I think we ended up overall, I think we had over 200 yards rushing, which was excellent for the Bills. I mean, really controlled the game. The other thing I like, too, is the time of possession. We controlled the ball for over 38 minutes, and we wore that Jets defense out. You could just kind of tell by the end of the game they were done. They wanted to go home. They wanted to pack it in. Nothing really went well for them. The Jets only held the ball for 21 minutes. And so, yeah, we did have almost the one lost fumble by James Cook, but luckily I think Osiris Torrance Spencer Brown jumped right on the ball right there to kind of save that from us. So I seen a stat while I was watching the game where it's been 23 games since the Bills have lost a turnover battle. That was the number one knock on the Bills for the longest time, was Josh Allen was a turnover machine. We've cleaned that up, and now you see that, hey, when the Bills don't turn the ball over, we stay in games and we don't beat ourselves. I mean, key in point last week, there was only one turnover game in that Baltimore game last week, and guess what? It was Derrick Henry caused by Ed Oliver, and that allowed us to get back and really, give us a good shot at winning that game. So love that fact there. The Jets did have one turnover. Again, it was early in the second quarter. So offensively, I think it was a great game script by Joe Brady. I think he did very well calling the plays, letting the game come to him, and Josh honoring the game script, not falling for anything, not forcing anything, just kind of sticking with it, and just grinding it out. I mean, they're tough wins in the NFL. You don't win every game. Even though we blow the Jets out, we blew the Jets out this week. It was a methodical blowout. It wasn't like we came out in the first quarter and just put 30 points. It wasn't 30-0 at halftime. So it was a methodical, grinded out. Just insert your will on a team, which is what you want to do when you go to play these lower division teams that just don't compete with you. You had a great win last week. This could have been a trap game for us. Again, we came out, we played. So offensively, I think it was good. Other than the one fumble, hey, wish we could see more from the passing game, but the Jets are better. To me, they have pass rush ability, so you don't really want your quarterback dropping back 35, 40 times a game against that pass rush. McDonald got close a few times. Quentin Williams, all-world defensive tackle. So, and I don't know who that number 91 is, but that man is a beast. He got the one sack on Josh Allen where he just grabbed his jersey and didn't let go. He's also the guy who caused the fumble on James Cook play. He just reached in and punched that ball out from James Cook. So number 91 on the Jets, I'm not sure his name, but man, that dude is a monster. We may hear more from him later because he's some serious beast. So moving over to the other side of the ball, looking at the defense. I mean, what a defensive game from Bobby Babich. I mean, they came out and they put it to him. Big shout out to Joey Bosa. Through 2 games now. I know he had a tough going against Baltimore, but I mean, man, did he pay his dividends in this game today? I mean, he had the 1 sack, he had the forced fumble, actually caused 2 fumbles and had 2 sacks. He caused 2 fumbles, had 1 sack, and I mean, he was just all over the place today making plays. So I really think Bosa is starting to become that missing piece that we were hoping Von Miller was back when we signed Von Miller in 2022. I think Joey Bosa is starting to come on, and the best part is when you win games like this, you can sit that guy in the fourth quarter and let him stay healthy and let him stay in the game, because again, we need him come January making those same plays that he's making in week 2. Tre'Davious White, shout out to him, had a big tackle for a 5-yard loss that really stymied the Jets offense. I think he played decently. I think, welcome back to Tre'Davious. Good deal there. Cole Bishop played decent as well. He had a sack coming up the middle. I think the overall defense played much better, especially missing Ed Oliver in the middle. Zion Lowe coming up from the practice squad. I think he did very well, kind of holding the front. Deion Walker saw him holding the line. It seems like basically our defensive line now can hold offensively and kind of do what we need to do. Justin Fields made a couple plays. He does that as a running quarterback. Breece Hall was a non-factor in this game, 10 carries for 29 yards. Matt Milano came alive. Still looking for Terrell Bernard. We still haven't seen that same guy that we saw back in 2023, his breakout season. But the defense overall performed much better. Still have some things to clean up. There was a play, I want to say, in the second half to where Dorian Williams was running over to cover the cornerback. Maybe it was the third quarter, but he was running over to cover the running back coming out of the backfield, and he just ran into Matt Milano, and basically the guy was wide open. It was a bad throw by Justin Fields. It was actually in the second, right before the second half. Basically, it was a terrible throw by Justin Fields, but if Fields makes a better throw, that dude's going 25, 30 yards down the field, possibly getting a touchdown. So there's still some communication issues we need to clean up. I don't know if that was Williams' man and Milano, but you could just on the replay, I saw it as a play happened live, and the replay really showed it. I mean, Dorian went to go get the guy, and boom, he just ran slamming to Milano. So not only did it open up that guy, but it also disrupted what Milano's assignment was on that play. Still looking for a big game from Big Greg Rousseau. Didn't see his name a whole lot in the stats. He did have a batted down pass. So the Bills defensive line basically, we did have 4 sacks. Held them to under 100. Basically, we dominated this game defensively. 154 yards total offense. A lot of that was in the garbage time with Tyrod Taylor coming in, because we put our second and third teamers in there just to let them get some reps in the game. So not too shabby there. But yeah, I mean, for the emotional roller coaster that we had. So overall, defensively, like it, we responded. We showed, hey, we played a team who was going to be very similar. I was watching it, and basically the Jets in the second and third quarter, they were basically doing the read option every single time. It was, hey, Justin's going to take it, and he's either going to hand it off to Brees, or he's going to take it himself, or he's going to look for the pass. But I mean, literally, that's all they were doing was the read option. Once the offensive coordinator started to think that he had it figured out, but Justin Fields did Justin Field things. So I definitely think that we still got a ways to go before we go back to see Baltimore, if we see him in January, to clean up. But overall, guys, I can't complain. Missing Teron Johnson, he sat. Missing Ed Oliver, so 2 of probably our best defensive players. Christian Benford played well. Like I said, Travis White, good start for him to be in the game. Cam Lewis came up big a few plays. I know he got dinged up a little bit, but he came back. And then Taylor Rapp and Cole Bishop, I think they're starting to sink back there and starting to get a little bit better with what they do. So overall, can't complain. Special teams, the punter did pretty well this game. Matt Prater's still kicking field goals for us. He had a couple long ones. I mean, again, those points count because, like I said, it's a big deal, So, yeah, so I think we ended the half at 23-3, which is not a bad deal. Came out, got a touchdown, and kind of rolled, then kicked the field goal to make it 30-3, and then after that, basically the Jets seemed like they packed it in and wanted to go home and not play us no more. So overall, I wanted to. I a little late on the video. I wanted to see the Eagles-Chiefs game. I really want to see them Chiefs lose. Everybody knows that helps us out because we really want them to come to Buffalo this year. But overall, for a Week 2 game after that big emotional win we had last week, I think this game went exactly how the Bills wanted it. Hey, we controlled the ball. We protected our defense. We kind of got out of Dodge. Because the other thing, too, everybody, we got to know is, hey, we've got Thursday night. I think Miami's coming to Buffalo this week, Thursday night game. So short rest. So don't really mind Taron Johnson sitting out this game. Didn't really need him. More important that we have him for that Miami game because Miami loves to pass that ball with those 2 little speedsters on the outside, Tyreek Hill and Taron Johnson. So, so guys, I mean, again, big Bills Mafia, happy victory Monday. Get your sweatshirts out, get your t-shirts out. We're 2-0. We're leading the division. I think this game proved that, hey, we are in the elites. I think the Baltimore game last week, hey, we're there. We knew we were there, but this was the trap game that we all worried about because we don't play the Jets well at home. I think I also heard somewhere on the broadcast that this was only like the second time Josh Allen has won at MetLife Stadium against the Jets. So that's kind of crazy as much as he's dominated the AFC since he really came into his own in 2020. The AFC East ever since he came into his own in 2020. But, hey, I know the Jets always play us a tough game, and it seems deal. So, Sean McDermott, great job. Bobby Babbitt, great job. Joe Brady, great game script to call. So, again, excellent victory, excellent win. I think it was truly a 3-phase game. Running the ball, did well, protected the defense, held the ball, didn't let the Jets get into their offense, and then special teams made plays when they had to, and then basically, hey, we did what we needed to do, got out of there with a victory, no major injuries, no major hurt, everybody played well, and again, those rookies continue to get good playing time with TJ Sanders and Deion Walker. Sanders, I saw him more than I saw Deion Walker, but again, let those guys roll and do what they got to do. So, let me know what your thoughts on the game are. Let me know what you think how we did. And go Bills. See you for the preview video for Thursday night's game. Talk to you later. Go Bills.